Well, the skies brightened, the predicted apocalyptic weather didn't arrive, and the Melbourne Cup delivered its usual drama. A horse with just one win to its name, a jockey who should have been on last year's winner, seeking redemption. Here are the closing stages.
Here's Doval Legend presenting, and Gold Trip down the outside. Emissary is behind those. Gold Trip moves up, takes the lead from Doval Legend. 250 metres to go. Emissary running on. Gold Trip, 150 metres to go, wondering about getting tired. Emissary has tried very, very hard, but Gold Trip is brave. 100 to go, a length and a half. Emissary. Gold Trip is going to win the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Gold Trip wins it in a real staying contest for the ages.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant ride. A great run for that horse, who has been there or thereabouts over the past couple of runs as well.
Oh, it has, because it's unheard of to go Cox Plate, Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup, like to lead in with 2,000 with the Cox Plate, 24 and then 3,200. But like the horse, unlucky in the Caulfield Cup, but you can just see stayed in this one, and Duval Legend favourite, $4 favourite, then was $10 a field, so nothing else given a chance. But the form
was it a weaker field this year, Dicko? Is that what they were saying? Or I mean, that to only have one win and then win the Melbourne Cup is unbelievable.
Hasn't happened in 90-something years.
It's crazy.
Well, it is crazy, but what they're doing now is they're setting horses for the Cup. So they'll have a couple of runs overseas, and Duval Legend beat El Bodegon, who ran third to Animo in the Cox Plate. So, and that form line was going to stand up, and Gold Trip just timed it beautifully. And like I said, Cox Plate, Caulfield Cup and Melbourne Cup, it's an insane prep to then take it. Yeah,
you should know, just as from the off, that the producer, Matt Parslow, won the office sweep, so there's still a little bit of sick in my mouth. To be honest. Just to be honest with you. What did you make?
No, look, my wife rings me at 10 to 3 and says, can you go and put a bet on for me? Yeah, OK, no worries. What number? Number 1. So my question is, I'm going to talk like Crash while I do that. Now, we went, how much do I give her? That's the question I've got.
Question, is she watching this?
I would have thought so. I'm a little bit nervous. How much? The whole bit? Do I keep a little bit? Or what do I do here?
It's 20%. It's 20%.
Management fees.
Jockey Mark Zahra. Now, he was involved in a COVID rule-breaking drama last year and consequently missed riding winner Very Elegant. What a difference a year makes.
Yeah, like I say, 12 months ago I was really, I felt terrible, and I was probably drinking my way out of it, and Elise was saying, don't drink too much, and I was saying, well, what else do you want me to do? My horse just won the Melbourne Cup. Maybe I could have ridden it, and it hasn't slipped my mind. I think about it all the time that I could have ridden her, and for today to come today, and I've got good mates in the horse, and for Elise to be here, and geez, unbelievable.
Bit of a life-changing moment for him.
Oh, it's huge, because who would have thought you're sitting at the beach hotel in Byron Bay drinking schooners, next year you win the Melbourne Cup. There's hope for everyone.
Well, it's a beautiful lesson for any jockey, isn't it? Go on a bender, get suspended, come back the year later very motivated. I'm actually going to do it. Even though I'm 6'5".
Yeah, I was going to say, the whole jockey thing is slightly problematic for him.
Well, he's got the bow legs to prove it.
It was going off. There's been all kinds of talk about this, what was going to happen here, and the weather was pretty gloomy early on, but it did brighten up and look good, Caitlin.
Yeah, it was beautiful at Randwick today. A little bit windy, but no, from my perch I could see everything, and there was heaps of punters there. It was going off.
Well, it's interesting though, like Randwick they sing Sweet Caroline, dun dun. Melbourne they'll sing Here Comes the Rain Again. Like, we just can't escape. Down there in Mexico where I'm from, we just can't escape the weather.
Yeah.
Like, it was torrential rain, and then for the Cup, sunshine.
Yeah. We'd be lying if we said it's been perfect weather anywhere here as well. I have to say, claims now that the Melbourne Cup, though, is no longer the race that stops the nation, but just makes it pause. One man ready to take it on, of course, is racing in New South Wales, Peter V'landys, who threw, as we know, a new event, the Big Dance, into the mix.
And the Little Dance, Tony.
The Little Dance was there as well.
Don't forget the Little Dance.
And the mini dance.
Country Cup winners from around the state head to Randwick once again, and along with you, Caitlin, $2 million prize, and Rustic Steel got the job done.
Yeah, in Cystic Bay, you can see down the outside, but I just find it fascinating. They trumped us for the Everest with Caulfield Cup, trying to break tradition. Not sure what's going on here in New South Wales.
Golden Eagle was good on Derby Day, said that too.
Good, very good. But to have the big dance, so you're celebrating country winners, then to have the little dance, like, they're all losers, because they're all, you come second, there's a little prize for you at the end.
But one of them's going to have a win.
Oh, eventually, yeah, break its mad.
Peter V'landys have a bit of an obsession with Melbourne at the moment. Like, he's just trying to With the NRL, the AFL,
Yeah.
with every race as well, should he just be focusing on New South Wales or...?
Well, no, look, I like that attitude, although there is something about why can't we just embrace all of those? Everybody does like the Melbourne Cup. Why can't we enjoy that? Sorry about that. Rather than saying we've got a competition, we're going to try to drag people away from that event.
This has been going for a while with Peter V'landys, though. He's got that, I want to get back for some reason, and I don't know what that is, let's take on Melbourne. Because you remember, growing up, Melbourne Cup was the thing. We all came, even at school, if they'd put it on. Yeah. Peter V'landys, sort of marketing 101, went, you know what? I'm going to take this on, and give him credit. He's actually, he's actually done a really good job because he's created these new events.
Well, it's a big step because Melbourne Cup's global. Like Ireland, England, like everywhere you go, overseas, we've been over there, and it's just horse racing.
Yep.
Can't see the big dance making it to Ireland.
Very big in casino, though.
Very good.
Don't forget those at your peril. Incredibly tough gig being a jockey, as Fitzy's going to find out. Now, the easiest bit is working out how many times you go around the track. A bit of maths Neil Callan got horribly wrong.
Ballet Blanc is driven clear as they race to the winning line, but with a circuit to go here. Neil Callan is driving home Ballet Blanc, and Ballet Blanc is clear by about 5 lengths, but they've still got a circuit to go. And then Mount Olympus, Neil Callan looking round now, realises what's happened.
But he still kept going. He lost by 115 lengths.
But a lot of people in the industry do suffer from premature jockey elation. That took me ages to actually write that down.
You could hear the tippity-tap of the typewriter on that one. He was suspended for 12 days, that jockey as well. Brilliant.